All right.
Rico McGee, another episode of the Sports Minute, man. I got my homeboy, my main mans that I've known since 2008 when we was at Cuyahoga Community College,
Yes,
junior
sir.
college in Cleveland, Ohio. My man Terrell Howard on the show, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just chilling, man. About to get out here and do my little Amazon thing in a few minutes, hey man. But life is good right now.
I heard that. Well, I tell you what, I ain't gonna hold you too long because I know you got to get to work, man. So with
Oh no. No, like you do. I can do it Amazon, pick up Amazon anytime. I don't work at the warehouse, so
oh, okay,
I can pick
okay,
that up anytime.
okay. Well, let's get started, man. We're going to start off with the Cleveland Browns and, their performance on Sunday. I mean, not Sunday, excuse me, Thursday.
Yeah.
And they tied with the Eagles 18-18. A lot to be taken from that. What do you think?
Well, first of all, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see, and I don't want to go into a rant. I don't want to go into a big rant, but this is why I keep on telling people about the Browns. No matter who on that team, it's always can I cuss?
Yeah.
All right. No matter who on that team, it's always a fucking problem. No matter who on that team. See, first y'all say it was Baker's fault. Then y'all say it was Odell's fault. Then y'all say it was back to Baker's fault. Now it's the fucking kicker fault. Now it's then y'all say Anthony Schwartz. Well, Anthony Schwartz is trash, but no, but y'all now y'all saying it's the kicker fault, and then I can guarantee you I can put money on this at the end of the season. Guess who fall is going to be on the end of the season? It's going to be the coach fall. But I digress.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, but you got to admit, I mean, he kicked a couple of those field goals, like you just kickers are a lot more important than what people realize,
yeah.
especially, you need a kicker. I don't watch K York miss kicks, and I'm like, damn, why would remember
But
that
see,
game? Go
no,
ahead.
my bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, last year when he missed that game-winning kick against the Chargers, it was just like, how do you miss that? It was right there, and it's frustrating, as a Browns fan, like you could win so many games, and it's just like, do the Browns go for another kicker? I mean, is K York's time almost up in Cleveland?
This is the thing about and see everybody, Andrew Berry a good GM or whatever. But see, my thing about Andrew Berry is like I told somebody a cut yesterday. Andrew Berry, he's one of them dudes. You know how like sometimes you can be too smart and you
Yeah.
kind of like you feel me. Andrew Berry drafted K York with in the fourth round. You don't fucking draft kickers that high. You really don't draft kickers at all. See, sometimes a nigga can be so smart and they be feeling themselves so much to the point, oh yeah, I could just do anything and it could be, a galaxy brain 200 IQ, 200 IQ move. But yeah, he was feeling himself and he drafted K York because he was kicking 65 yarders in college. And that's another thing, man. That should be getting on my nerves when athletes they be doing some impossible shit, but they're not even just athletes. You ever see somebody that can do impossible shit but can't do the simple shit?
Yeah.
He can kick a 65-yard field goal with his eyes closed, but he can't even do a kicker, make a routine 40-yarder.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. So seeing that the Browns are 1-1-1, winning Hall of Fame game, losing, I forgot who they lost to last week, and then
Redskins, the team formerly known as the Redskins,
team for Washington, right? And
yeah.
then coming up and tying with the Eagles. Where do you see the Browns in the AFC North? Because I'm gonna give you my prediction. I'm gonna be flat out honest with you. I'm gonna go first, bro.
Well, it's funny because I just got through watching Colin Cowherd before I got on your show, and it's facts. I'm sorry, y'all niggas in the group hate me. It's facts though. The Browns have been declining in wins every year. They went they was 11-5, and then the next year they was 8-9, and then they got rid of the problem, and then still proceeded to lose more games, end up 7-10 last year. So I'm sorry, but the Browns can't be trusted, bro. So I'm gonna hit them now. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say realistically, ceiling 9-8.
9-8.
9-8. But if shit go left, 6-11.
Okay.
But I got them 9-8.
Okay. I could see 9-8. I'm gonna be honest with you. The AFC North is up for grabs, right? Not really. Not really.
Yeah, not really.
Not really. And the reason why is because, as far as I'm concerned, personally, number one, I'm not sold on Baltimore.
No, bro.
I'm not sold on Baltimore.
No, I am not buying Baltimore stock, bro. No,
I'm not sold on Baltimore.
Nope.
They got some things. I want to see how this new offense with this new offensive coordinator, I want to see how that's going to go first. Then the next question, can OBJ stay healthy? That's another thing. So I'm going to
Can Lamar stay healthy?
Can Lamar stay healthy too? You got to look at that. So I'm not really sold on Baltimore. I do believe in my heart that Cleveland can win the AFC North. The only things that's standing in their way is Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Even though the Browns' defensive line to me has improved, and I haven't seen much with Cincinnati's offensive line, I don't know. I do believe that they can win week 1, which means probably the only team you got to worry about is Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh, first of all, I can never count out Mike Tomlin. You can never count out the Steelers, because when you put on that Steelers uniform, you know what time it is. It's time to go out there and win. And then with the additions that they made on the offensive line, picking up Samalo and Broderick Jones on that offensive line, that run game has improved tremendously. And I think Kenny Pickett is going to take a step forward. Yeah. So for me personally, I do believe that it's really only between 3 teams to win the AFC North. That's the Browns, that's the Steelers, and that's the Bengals. I'm not sold on Baltimore.
And I'm a piggyback off your take. Tomlin has never had a losing season.
Never.
There was ass last year, but still won 8-9. They still won 8 games. They started 2-6. Everybody thought they was dead, and then we checked the body. The body is still got a pulse.
Right.
So,
and then TJ Watt, I think he missed 7 games. So when he came back, everything was seemed like it was back to normal. So. Yeah, you could never really count out the Pittsburgh Steelers. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not sold on the Ravens. Browns, Bengals, and Steelers can probably battle it out for the AFC North. So if the Browns win the AFC North, I wouldn't be surprised, because they've got some talent, and that defensive coordinator got them boys playing hard.
Yeah. And let me go back and correct myself. I meant to say they was 9-8. I know I said 8-9. They were still 9-8. But I agree. The Browns, the defensive coordinator Schwartz, he the real deal. I agree.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now, looking at the rest of the AFC, of course you got Buffalo, you got Kansas City. The AFC East is tough. Well, depending on what the Jets' offensive line do, but
yeah, they line trash, bro. They line big trash, bro. I'm telling. And look, and on top of that, their schedule is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
They first 5 weeks it's the Bills, it's the Cowboys. They gotta play the Chiefs. They gotta play the Broncos. It's crazy. They first 5 weeks, man.
Yeah, and that Denver defense is tough. Denver defense is tough. That game might be won depending on what Russell Wilson do.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they have.
Oh, oh, let me go back to the Browns right quick. And another thing that I think the Browns gonna be fucked up on, and I fucking hate early bye weeks. They bye week is in week 5.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's bad. It's like that means that you gonna have what, like 13 straight weeks after that. And then if you do make the playoffs, you just gonna be beat the fuck up by so it's like, dude, I hate early bye weeks, man. You remember like in like the mid 2000s where niggas had bye weeks early as week 3? Like,
yeah,
come on, bro. Like, no, the perfect bye week for me is between week 7 and I'll go as late as like probably like week 11. But then, I don't know what they doing with these bye weeks now because Purdue's bye weeks is late as like week 14 now. That shit is
yeah,
weird to me. That's
yeah.
late.
Well, when you got 18 weeks in a season now, you could take your bye weeks later,
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's
So that's yeah. So um yeah, the AFC North, I mean the AFC. Give me your 7 teams and who you think is gonna get the bye week.
I got a hot take for you.
Okay.
My number 1 seed with the first round bye, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Wow.
You know why I say that?
Wow.
Because they schedule easy as hell, bro.
Yeah, it is. They got one of the
Schedule,
easiest schedules.
they schedule easy as hell. They can sneak up on they can sneak up on a few teams. They actually, and they got better. They got Calvin Ridley now.
Yeah,
Whole
yeah.
receiving core got better. The defense got a little better. Yeah, I think they're gonna get the number 1 seed, bro. I know that's a hot take, but I think they're gonna get number 1 seed.
Okay.
But I
That
see, but the way the AFC is, I think they number 1 seed gonna be like probably if the AFC really crazy, they number 1 seed probably gonna be like 12-5 or something like that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the AFC is tough this year as a whole. Not only do the Browns got to fight to make it out of your division, then you got to do battle with the rest of the AFC. And you can't. I told people last season when Jacksonville lost to Kansas City, barely lost that game.
yeah,
Probably a couple of plays short of making the AFC title game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jacksonville did get the number 1 seed. Um, I'm going to be honest. One of my hot takes, I wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins win the AFC East this year.
I won't be surprised either. This solid squad. I won't be shocked as long as Tua don't die. Yeah, man died like 3 times last season. Like, as long as he stay alive, they straight.
Oh man, hey, that is hilarious.
No, but seriously though, like, man, dude, like, and see the Bills are my squad, but like it would have been it would have been a little worse if Tua played in the playoff game. You feel
Yeah.
me? But like, and the reason part of the reason why they lost them games because Tua didn't play. So it's like as long as they stay healthy, but see, that's another thing. That's another thing about the Dolphins. Jalen Ramsey out until like December, and
Yeah,
that was a big part of that defense. That's
yeah,
gonna keep them up too. But yeah, Dolphins they straight though. They straight because it's tough to guard Tyreek Hill and Jaden Waddle, man. Like, well, what
that duo is one of the
gonna fuck with
craziest
that?
duos in the league. So my top 7 teams, and this is in no particular order. Of course, I got Kansas City.
Yeah,
I got Buffalo. I got Miami. I got 2 teams from the AFC North going to the playoffs. Of course, I got the Bengals. They just find ways to win.
yeah,
Uh, and it's a toss up between the Browns and the Steelers. They're probably one of those 2 teams is going to make the playoffs this year. It's just a matter of who.
yeah.
That's 5, right?
That was you said you said Jacksonville. You said
Yeah,
what?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, Kansas City, Buffalo, Miami. You say a toss up between Cleveland Browns and Steelers. That's 6. Well,
Okay.
well, 5 if you that was 5. Yeah, say it's 5.
5. And all right, we'll go Dolphins. If I didn't say them already, we'll go Dolphins. And if the Jets do make the playoffs, freak it. Fuck it. Jets. Jets. I'm just
Well,
gonna pick the Jets depending on that offensive line, man. But
well,
yeah.
this is the thing, okay? Because I know I didn't say the whole 7. All right, so Jacksonville, Kansas City, Buffalo, Cincinnati, of course. Um, you know what? Even though I don't trust them, I'm gonna say the Chargers. Chargers.
Yeah.
Another hot take. Broncos. That's 6.
Okay.
And so that's 6. One more. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Say either Browns or Steelers slide up in there. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's what I was telling people. I'm like, either Cleveland or Pittsburgh gonna slide. One of those two teams. It's gonna be 2 teams from the AFC North to go to the playoffs. One is the Bengals. The other one might be the Cleveland or Pittsburgh. It just depends.
Yeah, see, this is the one season I tell people. This is the one NFL season where everybody is in improving mode and anybody can get knocked off. The Chiefs ain't unbeatable. The Bills ain't nobody is unbeatable this time. Like anybody can get sniped off this time. Anybody. Because see, the thing about the Chiefs is, one, they don't repeat. They don't repeat that I noticed. And then 2, Eric Bieniemy is going, so we gonna feel me. And then another thing people don't talk about, Kelsey. You know, Kelsey already, Kelsey like 35, 36. Kelsey older. So how long he can take, he can take them hits.
That's true.
So we'll see.
Very true. Okay. Now we looking at the NFC. I'm gonna be honest with you. One of my hot takes: the Falcons will make the playoffs. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan.
No. I agree with that.
I think the Falcons will make the playoffs. So my 7 teams in the NFC, I'm gonna go Atlanta. I don't think they'll get the number 1 seed, but they will. They're not gonna get the number 1 seed. I think Philly improved too much, and they might repeat as the number 1 seed. But I got Atlanta, I got Philly, I got the Giants. I actually got the Commanders making the playoffs this year.
Ooh, hot take. Ooh,
that's my hot take. I think the Commanders will make the playoffs this year.
I like it.
I'm gonna go with. I think Dallas is gonna regress. I don't see Dallas making the playoffs this year. I think Green Bay finds a way to sneak in. I think Green Bay finds a way to sneak in. So that's fine. San Francisco 6. And then 7, I'm probably going to say, who's a team that should have made the playoffs at the NFC but didn't? 7 is a toss-up. Do with that as you will. I don't have a 7.
I got another hot. Well, it's probably not a hot take, but another sleeper team in the NFC next to the Falcons that I got, Seahawks.
Okay, definitely. Forgot about Seattle. Geno Smith looked pretty good yesterday too.
Yep.
That was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday too. Looked damn good yesterday. And he's just improved, like all around. Like that Geno Smith is. I love Geno Smith, and I don't think he ever really got a fair shot.
Yeah.
And I think now that he's been developed better, I wouldn't be surprised if he takes another step forward this year.
Yeah. And another thing, like I know if any of you Lions fans out there watching this or listening to this, no, the Lions, I keep telling people, the Lions got the 2019 Cleveland Browns written all over them. Like, listen, y'all, last year Y'all started like 2-6, something like that, and then y'all went on a run. And y'all beat Green Bay. Y'all little man got hard for a second. So then now all y'all running around here talking about, they're the best team in the division. No, you're still the fucking Detroit Lions. No. So
So
I
you
don't
think
trust the Lions. Nope. I got all my bets on the Lions not making the playoff. I don't trust the Lions, man. But I do agree with your take on Green Bay. And you know what? This might be another hot take. I want to say Chicago might run up in there, but
yeah.
The thing about Chicago is, man, and Ohio State fans gonna be mad at me about this. It's hard for me to trust Ohio State quarterbacks in the NFL.
Oh, man.
Like 20 years, man. Pretty much all Ohio State quarterbacks don't fare well in the NFL. And CJ Stroud, well, I actually got CJ Stroud Offensive Rookie of the Year. I'm a dumbass for that. I'm gonna look like a dumbass for that, probably. But but yeah, Ohio State quarterbacks, man. Ohio State is a wide receiver school. It's an offensive lineman school. It's a defensive player school. Quarterbacks, nah, bro.
No.
Fields is so far the most successful Ohio State quarterback, but that's not saying much because he ain't made the playoffs yet. But still,
You know what? I got another hot take. Even if I think Detroit and Minnesota could probably battle it out for the NFC North. I know you don't trust the Lions. It just might come down to it. Just, Green Bay's in a rebuild process with their new quarterback, but I still think they're going to sneak it to the playoffs somehow, some way. Wouldn't be surprised. But yeah.
But hey, let me ask you this though about the Packers. What are the chances that Jordan Love is another Hall of Fame quarterback? Like Green Bay, it's like, bro, like that. This people don't talk about it. It's unprecedented. You had Brett Favre for like almost 20 years. Then you had Rodgers for 20 years, damn near. What if Jordan Love end up being a Hall of Fame quarterback too for the next 15 years?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. Jordan Love is something about Jordan Love. That's why I say, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Green Bay snuck into the playoffs. He looks good. It's just I can't put my finger on it. It's something about him, but I don't know what it is about Love. I'm just convinced, man. I think he's the real deal. I do like Jordan Love, and I want him to do really well.
But see, the thing about, well, it ain't really just Jordan Love, it's Packers. It's the way the Packers do their quarterbacks, man, because you can't see that. That's another thing about the Browns. The Browns' problem was they was always throwing quarterbacks into the fire. Every quarterback not built like that. The way the Packers did it, Rodgers sat for 3 years, and then when Brett Favre got out there, he was ready. Jordan Love sat for like 2-3 years. Rodgers gone, look, now he ready now. That's the way I feel like you supposed to do it. But like I said, some dudes so talented you could just throw him out there anyway, like Justin Herbert. He started here and now you know what I'm saying? He could be Hall of Fame status in 10 years. So
Justin Herbert or Mac Jones or somebody like that, you could probably get away with, like, yo, you go ahead. You go ahead back. You're not ready. So I'm not doing no Super Bowl prediction because I don't know. It's too out there. Holler at me about week 6.
Right. I ain't doing none of that shit.
Yeah. I do want to ask you about DTR for the Browns, though. You think he's better than Watson? Why do you say that? I think it's interesting. I just want to hear your take.
Because this is the thing about the Cleveland Browns and they backup quarterbacks, man. And since I've been watching the Browns, the backup quarterback is always the most popular guy in the room. And the reason why I say DTR might be better is because, well, for now he might be better because he has a clear mind. He's just out there balling. He's just doing what, and plus on top of that, he be out there blocking and stuff. I don't see Watson get out. Well, Of course, he's not gonna block. He gets out there and he blocks and does stuff. He does the dirty work too. But I'm also gonna have it's also about to be another hot take. You might see DTR start for the Browns this season. I don't know when, but you're gonna see DTR start for the Browns this season. You might see him probably towards the end.
Okay.
Because peep this. Every time since I've been watching the Browns, y'all hate them, but Baker Mayfield is the only Browns quarterback that started an entire season. No, he started an entire season twice, back to back in 2019 and 2020. No other Browns quarterback has completed an entire season. Deshaun was suspended last year. He was suspended 6. He only played 6 games. So, judging by this track record and judging by that early ass bye week that I mentioned, I don't think Deshaun playing in all 18 games, all 17 games this season.
Okay. Me personally, I do like DTR. They're not going to cut him. He's probably going to win the backup. He's more than likely going to win the backup job.
And Dobbs a bum. But yeah, man, dude, I watched this nigga Dobbs last year in the playoff, in the season. It's like, bro, like this is you know how some dudes be a backup for a reason. It's just like how they was. That's another thing about the Browns. How you're gonna listen? I'm trying not to go on no rant. Why are y'all celebrating Jacoby? I know Jacoby Brissett, he's a good dude, but I didn't like the fact that Jacoby Brissett had like the whole welcome back red carpet. It's like, bro, seriously, the man went 4-7, and y'all celebrating this dude. Like, seriously, like, come on, man. Like, he went 4-7. When it was time to clutch up, he threw picks, and y'all celebrate him just because he didn't fuck it up. Anyway, I digress.
You got a point. Because yeah, you definitely got a point there.
Go ahead. I was just.
I'm not even tripping. You right.
It's just mind-boggling, man. It's like this man only played 11 games, and y'all just sat there and just applauded him for media. Now you talk about mediocrity. That's mediocrity. But and that's another thing. It's a reason why he's 30. He been in the league like 10 years and he's still a backup. It's like, bro, you Sam Howell starting over you. Like, come on, man. Like, anyway, let me quit ranting. But yeah. Yeah, DTR, man. Yeah, I think DTR, he might move up but see, that's another thing. The Browns, they invested a lot of money in Dobbs too, though. Like, they guaranteed him money. So Dobbs gotta stay QB2, I guess. They paid him all the money. But yeah. DTR definitely making the squad though, and Kellen Mond also a bum.
Yeah. Oh man, this is why I brought you on the show, man. You hold no filters, you tell it like it is, from your perspective, and I appreciate that. Now, DTR definitely is going to make the team. I do like him. I think he has a lot of heart. If they do cut him, no, they're not going to cut him. They're not going to cut him. What do you think of the defense, of the Browns defense?
No, I like the defense. I fuck with Z. Who else on there? Dalvin Tomlinson. I fuck with Dalvin Tomlinson. As far as the DBs go, Emerson, that's my guy. I fuck with Emerson heavy. That's my guy. The defense is strong, man. Like, I think Jim Schwartz run the wide 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the defense gonna rock this year, man.
I think the defense is gonna rock.
Myles Garrett. But see, my thing about Myles Garrett is like he get all his sacks earlier in the season. And like he be in the running for defensive player of the year, and somehow he just always just drop off.
Well, see, I think with Garrett, they know he's the heart. Opposing teams know Garrett is the heart and soul of that Browns defense.
Yeah.
So I think it's easy to, put the focus on Garrett. Double team him, triple team him if you have to, and take him out of position. But see, that's where Z comes in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be pretty good. I mean, Jadeveon Clowney, his whole purpose was to come in and stop the run. We didn't need him to get 4 to 5 sacks a game. If he did, that's icing on the cake. But his main thing was to stop the run because Clowney was good against the run, and that wound up not working out. Now he's in Baltimore. I think he's in Baltimore.
Yeah, he signed with the Ravens yesterday.
Signed with the Ravens.
Yeah.
So I don't think he'll do anything in Baltimore.
No.
But
no.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's another thing. Well, I got to run back to the Ravens right quick. That's another thing about the Ravens. They lost Calais Campbell. That was big time. Marcus Peters about to be out for a little bit. That's also a big time loss. It's like, yeah, man, Ravens, like and plus they defense was already sus last year. So it's like them losing Marcus Peters and my bad, Marlon Humphrey. Yeah, them losing Marlon Humphrey to that foot injury. Yeah, well, they did lose Marcus Peters to the Raiders, yeah. But still, yeah, they done lost too many people. And like you said, Jadeveon, it ain't really gonna make no real difference because like Jadeveon Clowney, I don't know, he just don't strike me. He made me feel like he play like James Harden to me sometimes. Like he don't he like the NFL James Harden on. Yeah.
So I mean, he had a lot of injuries and things like that.
Yeah.
So one final question, and then we got to wrap it up because we only got like under 5 minutes on this Zoom.
Oh yeah, damn, yeah, I see it right here in 5 minutes. Yeah.
So with that being said, shoot, I forgot the question.
It's about the AFC, NFC Super Bowl.
About the AFC. All right, fine. Super Bowl predictions. Who you got?
I don't know, bro. I really can't call it. I'm gonna tell you this though. It may not be the Chiefs. Because I think they're gonna get knocked off in the playoffs somehow, somewhere along the way. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb. AFC champions, motherfucking Buffalo Bills, man. Shit, nigga.
Yeah, the Bills. Hey, I mean, they got a shot.
This is the thing about the Bills, man. And everybody be all clowning them and shit. This is my thing about the Bills. I see the 2000s Colts in them. And the reason why I say that is because you know how like Peyton Manning was, he couldn't get past Tom Brady and shit.
Yeah.
The year that they broke through and beat the Patriots, that's the year they won the Super Bowl. And I see the same thing with the Bills. The year when they finally break through and beat the Chiefs in the because they beat them in the regular season, but they gotta beat them in the playoffs. When they beat them in the playoffs, that's gonna be the year they get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining my show, man. My man T. Known this man for almost 15 years of my life, man.
Yes, sir.
One of my closest friends, man. I appreciate you joining the show, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, shout out to you, man. Like Sports Minute. Hey, man. I like to see these black journalists start their own independent shit because you know what I'm saying, like man, like the mainstream media, the networks, they don't fuck with us, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, you gotta shoot.
You know, I'm not trashing nobody. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying.
I got
you. But that's how it be. It's how it be for us, bro. We got our own shit.
Definitely, man. Thank you so much for that. That means a lot to me. I'm Rico McGee. This has been the Sports Minute, and as always, we'll see you in a minute.